The life principle. For centuries, man has been searching for the life principle in germs of matter. He might as well cast his nets into the sea to search for oxygen. There is no life in matter, nor is there death, for matter is but motion. Motion begins and ends, to begin again, but life is immortal. It has no beginning. It has no ending. It cannot die. Man has long believed his body to be his self, the person, the being. Man's body is but motion. It can have no being. God dwells in man. The person, the being in man, is immortal. Life in him is God in him. The body of man manifests God in him by manifesting life in life, death, resurrection sequences, as all creating, decreating, recreating things in nature likewise do. The body of man must be forever reborn unto the endless end to manifest God in him. There is naught but birth in this cyclic, pulsing universe. There is no death. The ideal of man is a part of the one whole ideal of creation. All creation is but an expression of that one ideal, part by part, each being a part of the whole. God gives an eternal repetition of bodies to all parts of his ideal, to manifest that ideal in wave cycles of the divided light of his thinking. One half of each cycle unfolds the ideal into the form of the ideal and gives it action for producing that form. The other half of the cycle refolds the ideal to give it rest in the light of its source for the purpose of repeating the manifestation of a repetition of that body. A return to rest in the light is not death. It is a return to life for the purpose of rebirth, to again manifest life in a renewed body. We do not say that man is dead when he rests in sleep to partially renew his body. We know that he will awaken with new parts of his body to replace those that have served their purpose and disappeared. When man's whole body wears out and needs replacement, he likewise rests in a longer sleep. Man's body is but patterned waves of light in motion. Waves disappear into the ocean's calm, but they reappear. The ocean is part of the ideal of creation. Waves express the ideal of the power of the ocean, but the power and the ideal are in the calm of the ocean, whether expressed by waves or not. The turbulence of the ocean springs from its calm, just as the movement of the lever springs from its still fulcrum. All motion is a two-way extension of stillness. We do not think that the ocean is dead while it is at rest in its calm, for we know that it will again manifest its power by waves of motion when desire is strong enough in it for manifesting it by motion. Waves of light which give transient form to a man's body are but his body. They are not the man, nor the man ideal. The body of the man is an extension of other waves of Father-Mother light in the sun, and the ideal of man exists in the still light which centers the sun. Man can never die, for he is omnipresent light, and he exists everywhere. Likewise, man's body cannot die, for man's body manifests immortal man, and immortal man always has a body in which to manifest. This body which extends from the earth disappears into the heavens and the earth, but that which disappears to sense man of earth has not ceased to be, for its pattern has been recorded for repetition. It still is and will reappear. The senses of man are not attuned to the rest of the cycle of man's bodily journey from disappearance to reappearance, but man's knowing reaches out over the entire cycle, and man can know eternal repetitiveness of his body when he knows God in him. When water disappears beyond the senses as water vapor and gases, we know they will reappear as water when they have completed their cyclic journey. As man knows the light in him, he will as surely know that he will return for eons to complete the purpose of manifesting his Creator as one part of the whole ideal. That purpose cannot be completed in one life cycle, nor in 10 times 10 million life cycles. Man has but begun to express the man ideal on this planet. He still has a long way to go, and the body he needs in which to manifest will return to him as surely as the light of day reappears from the darkness of night into which it has disappeared. What happens after death? The unanswered mystery of where do we go when we die needs a comprehensive answer. Abstractions and theories are not satisfying. Nature's processes are simple and are all alike. What happens to one thing which disappears happens to all things. There are no exceptions to this process of nature. All things in this solar system come from the sun and return to it. The life germ for which man is seeking is in the sun. The idea of man is in the sun. Likewise, all idea of all things is in the sun, awaiting birth into form. The pulsing light of polarity borns all idea into its form when conditions are favorable for each idea to be mothered by an extension of the sun. Everything in nature is a moving extension from a still point of the one light. The center of the sun in our solar system is the point of still light from which everything in the entire solar system radiates spirally, and toward which it gravitates spirally for its resurrection into another cycle. The sun is the seed of this solar system, from which all manifestations of idea in this entire system extend, and to which they return. Motion is for the sole purpose of manifesting idea. All idea springs from a state of rest in its seed. As it unfolds from its seed, it refolds into it. It therefore follows that motion is a seeming two-way extension, retraction, from and to a point, and has no existence save to senses, which sense but the extension, and not the voiding, simultaneous retraction. All the suns of all the heavens are centered by the still points of omnipresent light, from which all idea extends and returns. Suns are seeds of idea. From those seeds all forms emerges. To those seeds all forms return. The earth has been extended from the sun for that very purpose. Organic life is part of God's one whole ideal. Organic life cannot be expressed in form in the sun, although the ideal of it is there. Everything which appears on earth as form of idea is in the sun as concept of that idea in the seed. The seed is the Father Light, which extends its ideal of man and other creating things out into far space, where its children, the planets, have sufficiently cooled to manifest the man ideal in organic form. Suns are crucibles which born their children, the earths, and set them out to cool, in order that God's ideal, which is in the formless suns, can manifest form in the sun's extensions.